toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Scarlet Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan's offense takes the field for the first time today. The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a huge play. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense is humming less than a minute inside the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Rutgers offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. The what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Off play action. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Quick release on the RPO. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the run, it's McGee. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give out of the gun. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Working the middle. And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got his man on the right. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So here comes the Michigan offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finds a crease at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So 1st down here as they go back to work. From the gun, the ground game. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the
there he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the RPO, complete.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right now.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. TCU looked less like a pack of frogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Carter Stadium. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on first and 10. Here we go. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got room at the 35. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The 20. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Back to pass on second down. A strike downfield. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Woods. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something.
Turning it on! They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. The quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. The quick out. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Dances away, trying to make magic with his feet.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And the Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Now the pitch. Touchdown, Michigan! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gives it on the option. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Bringing it back. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He now has 85 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Bringing the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Woods. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Pressure coming. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden up.
Looking for the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Buys a little time. Rolling right and going deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little space. It's a seam wide open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's McGee. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let us find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. So here comes the Michigan offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Good enough for a 1st down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Run in the red zone, it's Wood. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 21 over LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Punt is in the air. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's going to get loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Michigan. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Well, he's showing you all the tools. box now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Finding open areas. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A first down for the offense.
Pace, 27, jump.
He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down.
The game plan was to come in and throw the football and to attack this defense vertically down the field. I'd say they've done just that. This QB now has close to 500 passing yards.
Oh, he's got enough space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy...
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Wolverines. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's incomplete. Maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going. And
there he goes. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense.
Fires one high and deep. He's got it on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Might as well give it to him again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great